Wealth keeps coming and going. Opportunities flash by, only to disappear in the blink of an eye. Could it be that the very sofa you sit on every day is secretly locking away all your luck? Hello, I am Master Han. In Feng Shui, a sofa is not just a piece of furniture where you relax. It is what we call the wealth anchor, the place where energy in your home stops, gathers, and then flows out to every corner of the space. The sofa is the bridge between you and the flow of prosperity. When it is placed in harmony, wealth energy will naturally gather, helpful people will appear in your life, and your family will thrive. But when the sofa is out of balance, positive energy becomes scattered. Wealth struggles to stay, and golden chances often slip away in silence. Many people think that as long as the living room looks beautiful and the sofa looks luxurious, good luck will follow. But Feng Shui operates on energy flow, not what pleases the eye. A sofa without support, one that lacks balance or sits in a chaotic energy zone, can become a wealth-breaking spot, quietly draining away your family's stability and fortune. Today's video will reveal 5 critical mistakes people make when placing their sofa. Small errors that seem harmless, but can quietly block wealth, suppress luck, and invite wave after wave of misfortune. More importantly, I will show you exactly how to fix them, transforming your living room into a powerful space that gathers energy, nurtures prosperity, and attracts wealth into your home. Watch this video all the way to the end, because a single small detail you are about to discover might be the missing link that has been holding your fortune back for years. And before we begin, go ahead and write in the comments, I open the flow of prosperous energy to let wealth pour into my home. That is how you activate the energy of abundance, starting from this very moment. If you love topics about Feng Shui for wealth, energy flow, and prosperous destiny, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Master Han, Feng Shui for wealth. Each week, I will be sharing with you the secrets to keeping money, boosting fortune, and unlocking blessings for your entire family. So what exactly are these Feng Shui taboos? Let's explore them right now. Mistake number 1. The sofa faces the front door directly. In Feng Shui, the front door is considered the mouth of energy, the entry point through which all energy flows in and out of the house. It is the path through which wealth energy, noble energy, and life energy enter your home. Every time the door opens, that flow of energy rushes straight inside. But if your sofa is placed directly across from the main door, that flow will shoot directly at whoever is sitting on it without any buffering or slowing down. Energetically, this layout is extremely imbalanced. Positive energy is supposed to enter gently, spread throughout the room, and then gather. But instead, it blasts in like a strong gust of wind. When energy comes in that forcefully and abruptly, it has no chance to stop, nurture the space, or settle. It just passes through, like a rushing river that flows too fast to hold any water. As a result, wealth arrives and then disappears. Opportunities come and go in a flash, and luck simply does not stick around. The effects on people are also quite noticeable. Sitting on a sofa directly facing the door often makes people feel anxious, mentally tense, and quick to anger for no clear reason. That is because our bodies are sensitive to energy, and they are taking a direct hit from the incoming flow. Over time, this can cause restless sleep, mental instability, and even lead to conflict between family members. A home that should be a calm, grounded place becomes chaotic and unstable, making it hard for good fortune to stay. To fix this, the key is not to block the energy but to soften and redirect it. The best solution is to move the sofa slightly off the direct line with the front door. That way, the energy enters and flows to the sides, gradually spreading throughout the room. This is known as nurturing energy, gentle, nourishing, and stable, instead of clashing energy, which is harsh and direct. If moving the sofa is not an option, you can create a buffer to slow the energy down. Try placing a wooden screen, a low bookshelf, or a large leafy plant between the door and the sofa. These act as energy filters, helping the incoming flow to slow down and disperse before it reaches the person sitting. You can also hang a soft curtain near the door or lay down a thick rug right at the entrance. both of which help reduce the harshness of the direct impact. With just a few small changes, you will notice a big difference. The living room will feel more peaceful, and people sitting on the sofa will feel calmer and more grounded. When the mind is at ease, energy can gather, and when energy gathers, wealth finds a place to stay. Mistake number 2, the sofa is placed under a ceiling beam. If energy rushing in from the front door creates what we call clashing energy, then placing your sofa directly beneath a ceiling beam creates the opposite problem, pressing energy. Beams are structural parts of a home, heavy and compressive by nature. When your sofa sits directly under one, the energy from above gets blocked and cannot flow down naturally. The person sitting below becomes the direct recipient of this invisible pressure, which leads to tension, shallow breathing, and mental unease. According to Feng Shui principles, energy needs to move freely and harmoniously to nourish the space and bring prosperity. But a beam cuts that flow in half and prevents energy from collecting in the sofa area, which is usually the center point of the living room. The result? Wealth energy cannot gather and ends up scattered. People living in this environment often feel their careers are stuck, unable to grow, like there is an invisible ceiling holding them back. Mentally, they may feel uninspired, foggy, and constantly weighed down. What makes this even more concerning is that its effects are subtle and accumulate over time. A living room with a sofa under a beam often feels heavy, even if there is plenty of natural light. There's a sense of darkness and suffocation, a clear sign that energy is being compressed and cannot circulate properly. You do not need to remodel the house to fix this. Instead, reduce the beam's visual weight and create a sense of upward support. A traditional method is to hang bamboo or mountain landscape paintings on both sides of the beam. Bamboo symbolizes flexibility and resilience, while mountains represent stability. Together, they help redirect energy upward and outward, easing the pressure on the sofa. In modern homes, you can install a light false ceiling to cover the beam or add upward-facing light strips. Lighting that shines upward not only removes the feeling of a low ceiling, but also activates positive yang energy, making the space feel brighter and more open. Mistake number 3, a large mirror behind the sofa. The space behind your back is one of the most sensitive areas in Feng Shui. It needs to feel protected and stable so that your personal energy can remain strong. When a large mirror is placed behind the sofa, it takes away this sense of support, replacing it with a constantly moving, reflective surface. Mirrors reflect everything, including the energy of the people sitting in front of them. So when your sofa backs up against a mirror, good energy does not stay. It bounces right back. The energy field around that seat becomes unstable. Psychologically, people often feel like someone is watching them from behind, even if no one is there. This subtle sense of being on guard makes it hard to relax fully or reach a calm mental state. In Feng Shui, when the mind is unsettled, energy cannot settle either. And if energy does not settle, wealth energy will not stick around. Over time, this can lead to suspicion and mistrust among household members. Relationships grow colder, good opportunities come and go, just like reflections in a mirror, clear but fleeting, impossible to hold on to. People living in this setup often feel like they are constantly working hard, but their efforts slip through their fingers. Helpers appear, but they do not stay. To fix this, you need to restore the mountain's support behind the sofa. The best solution is to remove the mirror and replace it with a solid wall, wooden panel, or bookshelf. If removing it completely is not possible, cover it with a sheer curtain, thick fabric, or semi-opaque material to block the reflection. Another option is to hang calm imagery, like majestic mountains, ancient trees, or a peaceful lake, to create a sense of backing and visual depth. These elements help people feel there is something solid behind them, instead of an invisible reflective void. Once the back of your sofa becomes solid and secure, you will feel it immediately. The mind settles, energy begins to gather, and wealth has a place to anchor. Relationships also warm up and deepen in trust. This is a clear sign that the energy flow in your home has stabilized, and that stability will quietly nourish lasting prosperity for your entire family. Mistake number 4, a lonely, unbalanced sofa. A long sofa standing alone in the center of a room with no side chairs or support on either side may look sleek and modern. But from an energy perspective, that layout creates emptiness and scattered flow. The sofa is supposed to be the energy hub of the living room, the central point where human energy connects and interacts with the space. But when both sides are left empty, the energy moves through without anything to guide or contain it. It fails to swirl and gather, and instead just leaks outward. This not only affects your financial luck, but also impacts emotions and relationships. A space with a lonely sofa carries an energy pattern called yan, lone, yin, yang dispersed, which means imbalance between stillness and movement. People living in such a home may feel isolated, unsupported, or emotionally distant even when others are around. Financially, this often plays out as solo ventures with little cooperation or help, like energy that cannot find a place to settle and nourish luck. To fix this, you need to restore balance and create a cradling energy effect around the sofa. One simple way is to add small side chairs or armchairs on both ends. Also, a large enough area rug placed completely underneath the seating area helps gather the energy. In Feng Shui, rugs symbolize the earth element, a foundation that holds and grounds energy. When the rug is large enough to include both the sofa and the coffee table, it acts like a soft wall that contains the flow, helping energy to settle at the center. You can also add small life-enhancing elements like potted plants, low wooden stools, or ceramic jars to serve as energy anchors. The difference between a lonely sofa and a well-balanced living room is night and day. One feels cold and empty, the other feels full and warm. When the sofa is placed properly, energy flows through the room like a calm river, slow, deep, and strong enough to nourish long-term fortune. Mistake number 5, the sofa has no backing. One of the most common layout mistakes in modern living rooms is placing the sofa with its back completely exposed. Often behind it is a window, a door, or a wide open space. In Feng Shui, this creates what is called a lost mountain position, meaning there is no backing, no support. From an energetic standpoint, the area behind a person is where we receive slow, deep flows of energy. When that space is empty, energy constantly gets pulled away, causing personal energy to be drained. People sitting in such a position often find it hard to sit for long, feel distracted, unsafe, and always on high alert. If what is behind the sofa is a door or walkway, the fast-moving energy from behind creates what is known as rear clash energy, a strong push of energy from the back toward the front. People in this setup may feel invisible pressure, like they are constantly being watched or intruded upon. In daily communication and work, this leads to a loss of stability, frequent indecision, and difficulty building trust with others. On a deeper level, this layout causes helpful people to come and go quickly, relationships to grow distant, and luck to pass through without staying. If there is a window behind the sofa, the situation becomes even more complicated. Light and wind from outside make the energy flow continuously, pulling internal energy outward. The person sitting there will often feel exposed, chilly, or even fatigued after a while. This setup slowly but surely drains the home's vitality and weakens its life energy. The basic solution is to recreate a mountain support behind the sofa, something firm and grounding. The best way to do this is to place the sofa against a solid wall, since walls symbolize mountains and bring in calm, stabilizing energy. If the room layout does not allow this, you can use a tall bookshelf, a decorative cabinet, or a solid screen behind the sofa to mimic the mountain effect. Choose items that are sturdy and about the same height or taller than the back of the sofa to effectively block and contain energy. If there is a window behind the sofa, use thick curtains made of fabric or bamboo to create the illusion of a solid surface. When drawn, these curtains will slow the energy flow and keep it from leaking out. In cases where there is a walkway behind the sofa, placing a wide-leafed plant or a large ceramic vase can help block direct energy while also creating a clear division between the energy gathering area, the sofa, and the traffic area, the walkway. Once the mountain support is restored, the shift in energy will be noticeable right away. The home will feel more settled, and people will feel mentally calmer and more emotionally grounded. Sleep becomes deeper, relationships improve, and energy, both personal and environmental, starts gathering instead of dispersing. When the sofa is positioned properly, supported from behind, and aligned with a balanced energy flow, the next factor that determines the room's ability to attract wealth is the shape and layout of the sofa. In Feng Shui, the shape of your furniture is not only about visual style, but also about how energy moves and gathers within your home. The shape of your sofa influences how energy is guided, collected, and retained. Every sofa design creates a different energy pathway, and simply changing its shape or position can redirect the flow of fortune in your entire living space. The U-shaped sofa is the most ideal Feng Shui configuration. It creates what is known as the welcoming arms posture, where both sides act like open arms that gather and hold energy. In this layout, energy flows from the door and is collected in the center area, usually where the coffee table is placed. At that spot, the energy slows down, stabilizes, and becomes harmonious. The U-shape forms a semi-enclosed zone, not too tight, but just enough to keep energy from escaping. That is why this layout is perfect for homes that want to build stronger family bonds, retain wealth, and support the authority of the head of the household. The L-shaped sofa is also considered good Feng Shui, although slightly less powerful than the U-shape. It still helps contain energy, but only on one side, causing the energy to swirl in a slightly tilted flow. Its strength lies in its flexibility. It is easy to arrange and fits well in many living room sizes. If positioned correctly, the corner of the L becomes the most powerful energy gathering spot, helping stabilize financial luck and evenly spread positive energy across the space. However, if the corner is facing outward or pointing toward the door, the energy tends to shoot out and become weak or scattered. That is why when using an L-shaped sofa, you must make sure the corner hug is turned inward, facing the center of the room or the coffee table, to collect energy instead of losing it. In rooms with lots of natural light or wide windows, the L shape also helps balance energy. One side invites light and movement, the other holds and grounds energy, a perfect harmony of yin and yang, openness and containment. This layout is ideal for medium-sized homes that need to feel warm without being too heavy. The I-shaped sofa, also known as the straight-line sofa, is the least favorable in Feng Shui for wealth energy. This design allows energy to flow in a single line without any curves to collect or contain it. In such a space, energy enters from the door and moves straight across the room, flowing out just as quickly. It does not settle. People sitting in this layout often feel unsupported, easily distracted, and the room itself may feel too active and lacking in stillness. Over time, this drains vitality, causes shallow relationships, and makes financial luck hard to accumulate. However, if your room layout requires a straight sofa, you can still make adjustments. Try adding small side chairs or end tables to the sides to create a subtle hugging effect. A large area rug underneath, wider than the sofa, helps extend the energy zone and create a feeling of grounding. Even such a small change can disrupt the straight line energy, turning it into a more circular and nurturing flow that helps the space hold energy more effectively. Once the shape and layout of the sofa are in proper order, the next factor to consider is the direction it faces. Because no matter how beautiful or solid a sofa may be, if it is turned the wrong way, the flow of wealth energy still cannot settle. Each direction carries a distinct layer of energy that directly influences your emotions, health, and ability to attract prosperity. When a sofa faces the right direction, the person sitting there becomes part of the universe's natural current, where energy moves rhythmically, gently, and full of life. For those in the East group of Feng Shui, their personal energy connects with wood and water elements, both thriving on smooth, flowing movement. That is why north, east, and southeast are the most supportive directions. North, linked to water, brings calm, mental clarity, and steady wealth flow. East, where the sun rises, symbolizes growth and opportunity, helping careers flourish. Southeast carries nurturing wood energy, ideal for families seeking abundance or starting something new. In contrast, people in the West group align more with metal and earth elements, which match best with still, grounded energy. West, northwest, and northeast offer the strongest foundation for lasting prosperity. West represents fulfillment and mature energy that gathers wealth. Northwest symbolizes power and helpful people, ideal for career advancement. Northeast holds the energy of accumulation, perfect for families looking to build solid blessings for future generations. When your sofa faces one of these directions, the room's energy becomes rich, grounded, and stable. If the direction is the pathway for energy, then the sofa's material and color are how that energy expresses itself. These elements influence how the space feels and how people connect with it. Leather sofas embody the metal element, structured, disciplined, on energy that adds elegance and authority. But too much metal can feel cold or rigid. To balance it, pair leather with soft items like fabric cushions, rugs, or leafy plants. This blends strength with warmth, creating a more inviting energy. Fabric sofas, tied to earth or wood, offer gentle, nurturing energy. They bring warmth and comfort, great for building connections across generations. The feel of fabric creates a sense of breathable energy, a true harmony between human presence and atmosphere. Neutral tones like beige, earthy brown, or soft yellow promote calm energy, while green shades inspire growth and vitality. Color should also follow the 5-element theory. Choose what supports your element and avoid what weakens it. Fire types should avoid black. Water weakens fire. Metal types should skip red or orange. Fire drains metal. Earth types should avoid green. Wood pulls from earth. Instead, follow these natural cycles. Fire creates earth. So, earth types thrive with red, orange, and warm browns. Earth creates metal. So metal types should choose cant yellows or beige. Metal creates water, so water types benefit from the white and silver. Water creates wood, so wood types do well with blue, black, or navy. And wood creates fire, so fire types flourish with green or jade. A sofa with the right direction, material, and color will do more than look good. It will guide energy to move gently, deeply, and with purpose. In Feng Shui, all change begins with awareness. Once you understand that every corner in your home holds its own energy, you begin to live more intentionally, not just for style, but for balance and nourishment. Feng Shui is not superstition, it is the art of harmony. When your space is calm, your heart is calm, and when your heart is calm, energy flows and blessings grow. Prosperity, peace, and joy do not come from how many objects you display, but from how deeply you understand the flow of energy in your home. If you are still with me at the end of this video, it means you are truly ready to create a better life. Let your knowledge turn into action. Whether it is a small adjustment, a rearranged space, or a shift in mindset. From there, energy will open up and abundance will start flowing toward you. Thank you for staying with me. I am Master Han. If you found these insights helpful, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Master Han, Feng Shui for Wealth, so you will not miss future Feng Shui teachings designed to help you keep money, grow wealth, and pass on blessings to the next generation. And before you leave, write this affirmation in the comments. I choose to live in prosperous and peaceful energy. When you write that with complete belief, the flow of abundance will begin to move toward you, gently, naturally, and without resistance.